The elite men's world championship time trial over 47.6 kilometres. Admiral Milano underway, desperate to do something to recover the lost ground, which in the Olympics he could do no more than finish in fourth spot. He'd won a time trial in the Tour of Spain. It looked like he had the form going to Sydney, but it was not to be. So starting off there with number 1 on his back, the hot tip for the champion. Could he get a medal? Coming to finish then, his time on the clock, 57.50.13, as Chris Boorman set off. Boorman probably riding his last road time trial before he goes to Manchester for the track and then will retire at the end of the season. Boorman, a tremendous competitor, has won no less than 48 time trials in his career. Third in the Olympics in '96. He's also been twice our record holder. And the time checks were coming in. He was battling, in fact, with Olano, both of them fighting for what looked like 4th or 5th or even 6th place. The times were not good enough, though, to take him up into medal position. As Boorman crossed the line here, we were coming into the conclusion that Boorman's time was not good enough because further down the course, other riders were going even faster than him. And one of those, Bodrogi, the Hungarian. His time check showing that he's 3rd fastest at the first of time checks. Boorman being 4th and Olano a bad 7th. Bodrogi consistently riding through the time checks, and all the time checks later on show that he was 3rd and 3rd at the 4 time checks. And finishing in a time then of 56 minutes, 45.77. That was the benchmark. Michael Rich of Germany was riding as a substitute because Ulrich, who had been tipped to ride the time trial, had crashed in the Paris Tour and lacerated his face, so he didn't ride. Anders Kloden, another great time trialist for Germany, was suffering with bronchitis, which he caught coming back from Sydney. So it's down to both Voigt and Rick to do something for the honour of Germany. Voigt had set some early fast times too. In fact, he toppled the early leader, which was Nutley from Switzerland. But on the way through, this man began to cleave his way into what looked like a gold medal position. Crossing the line in 56 minutes 31 and 95 seconds. What could Honchar do about it? A tremendous time trialist, again a man who specialised in against the watch. He'd had 12 time trial victories in his career, including 3 times in the Tour of Italy. Grand Prix national winner as well, national time trial champion, pushing enormous gear. Honchar, to begin with, at the first time check, was in the lead by some 4 seconds ahead of Michael Rich. By the time they got the second time check, he dropped back by 6 seconds. Going into the third time check, he was 9 seconds down. And ahead of him lay a very, very hard finish. That big gear was going round. Would he fade on the final climbs? Well, the rain was bucketing down. It had also been hailing as well. The wind fortune was a little bit behind the riders. And Honchar, coming in toward the finish, knew exactly what he'd got to do with the time checks. Changing gear here to get himself exactly right for that long drag in toward the finish. Just 3 kilometres to go. Over the top of this climb, there's just 1.5 kilometres down in toward the finish, where a big crowd was waiting to see if he could take gold. Despite his deficit, 6 seconds at the second time point, 9 seconds at the third, and 4 at the fourth, he took the victory by a clear 10 seconds. The world champion then, Sergei Honchar. Up on the rostrum, taking his rainbow jersey and gold medal, and joined up there in second spot by Michael Rich of Germany and Laszlo Bodrogi of Hungary.